Hey, I'm Sulaiman and I was very excited. Today is my birthday, yay! And we are here with the legendary, the one, the only, Jessica Odie. And we have some exciting news to share, some exciting project that we've been working on the last few months. And so, yeah, we just want to share what we've been up to over the last few months. And just very quickly, a quick visual description of myself. I'm a wholeheartedly disabled man, and I'm currently laying horizontally in bed. I have a ventilator mask over my nose, and I'm wearing an amazing lemon-colored sequin kimono, because why not? As you do. Over to you, Jessica, and then you can introduce yourself and we can start sharing the slides.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, first of all. I am so happy to be collaborating on this project together. I'm Jess. My pronouns are she, her. I am a disabled designer, and today I am sitting in my power wheelchair in my front office that is teal, and I have clear frame glasses and really curly brown hair. So I'm going to start sharing our slides.
Perfect. Exciting.
And it did mobile on us again.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
We'll movie magic this one sec. I am going to.
No worries.
So I'm going to share our slides together.
Cool. And this is a design identity note of my personal brand, Sulaiman and Are we excited? Yes, we are. Next slide, please. So to start with, I wanted to share one thing that I'm reframing. So whether or not I inspire you, I really don't want to know anymore because I'm reimagining the story I tell about myself. On the far right, we have a wonderful image of me of a big cat sitting on my head, as you do. Next slide, please. So, as always, I want to start with the community commitment, and this is what I share with all my clients and all the work. I don't think it really sets the tone, it sets the rules of the community that we're trying to create here together. So, the first community commitment is that this is going to be a safe and very space. There's going to be no shade and no judgment today, and we are going to be open-minded, open-hearted, and ready to learn and unlearn together. And this is going to be a space for interdependence and love. And ultimately, we are going to be radical. And on the far right, we have a wonderful gift of Now Marco signing spread love in the American Sign Language. Let's go onwards. Next slide, please. So I wanted to start with a quote that I always quote. To have a quote of Ousmane Sembène, and Ousmane says, open quote, why be a sunflower and turn towards the sun when I myself am the sun? Close quote. And this quote really feels like my kind of energy and who I am as a person, and the love and the warmth that I give to the world, and it kind of ties into the colours that we chose for my poster friend. We'll chat about that a bit later as well. Next slide, please. So just very quickly, a bit about me. So I daringly integrate disability. I'm a multiple award-winning disabled as fuck founder, speaker, and activist, and I'm a disabled oracle. And feel free to scan the QR code within the sun to find out a bit more about me. Onwards. Next slide, please. So, as I said, I got to work with the legendary, the one, the only Jessica for this project. And Jessica is the disabled designer of my dreams. And I chose to work with Jessica and because Jessica is legendary. And I said to Jessica, it's no good we talking about accessibility and centering disabled people if my website and identity isn't even accessible. And I really resonate with Jessica's values and her wisdom, and I really want to invest in disabled people. And I wanted to create a redesign that would be accessible, playful, and joyful. And obviously, Jessica was the first choice to commission this project. Next slide, please. Over to you, Jessica.
All right? Oh my gosh. And right after you compliment me too, I'm blushing. So our intentions for Sulaiman Arkan's website and the whole identity design was to make the logo legible. Unfortunately, the script in the original one was a bit inaccessible, but what we wanted to do was keep an ode to the original by keeping the R in the original script while it's still legible, but it still gives that fun signature-like style. We use multilingual tags from social media as part of the logo now. So now we actually integrated Sulaiman's name in Urdu in the actual logo itself.
Which is really cool.
That was one of my favorite parts too. We removed daringly integrated disability and used it as a tagline instead of having it as a logo. And what that did was clear up the space a bit for larger logos and more legibility. We also have separate sub logos that can be used for different alignment options. So we have the English only version and the Urdu only version, so that if you want, you can use left aligned or right aligned. We used a simple, accessible color palette for consistency that you may also see parts of again in other identities. And we used a light and dark base that we can pair with the greenery and golden elements from the sunflower. And we'll go to the next slide. And I think this is still me anyway, so I guess I'll keep blabbing.
Absolutely.
So here is the color palette, which actually expanded from a 4-color palette because we realized through interdependence and through working together that we wanted more alternative options. So we have a dark base of rich black with a light base of soft white. Now, because in dark mode, it was brought to my attention, obviously, that white can be a little too stark against black. So we also incorporated a neutral gray tone to use interchangeably with the white. Then we have our main colors of green viridescence to just encapsulate the entire soul of Sulaiman in this brand. We also have the golden sun. And what we did was created some alternates of a dark green and a sandy light gold color so that you can still be within those families while you're having more color options within the brand. And what we love is that all of this is for simply accessibility. You can pair the golds and the sands with the dark bases, and you can pair both greens with the light bases. We'll go to the next slide.
Exciting.
All right.
So this is basically the new incredible logos we created that Jessica created for myself. So over to you, Jessica, just to highlight how we came about this. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so to the left, we have the SRK mark. So this is for scalability so that we actually, those little fav icons on a website or very small areas where you're not going to be able to fit the whole logo. And it was actually hilarious because my original intent was to just do SK, and someone was like, oh, the R's in there too. It's like kind of hidden in between. I didn't even notice, so that we were just vibing on that one. And then to the right, we have the full logo in English and Urdu that is right aligned. So we actually paired it with a legible sans serif font that had enough character distinction that you could read between the letters, and there's some breathable space in there. The R is from the original logo, and we nested the Urdu version underneath in a clear custom character.
Exciting. Next page, please. Oh, so we wanted to really highlight how important accessibility is, and because we wanted to make sure that it's able to allow disabled people to participate and feel a part of our brand as well. And so this is not an accessibility statement solely on compliance. And so the website was really in collaboration with myself and the legendary Jessica Odie. And, we really believe, as a core belief, in access is love, but incredible. And it's one we having us and send you home. And I think it's a really important project. And yeah, is there anything you would like to add to that to give a bit more detail?
Yes, of course. So, that is something that we produce constantly. When I work in accessibility, we also talk about how, compliant, it has to be compliant. But what Sulaiman and I often come across is that compliancy isn't enough. So if we treat this website like that access is an act of love, then we can always be willing to open up our process. So we're in community. We constantly learn, unlearn, and change our practices as technology changes and as well as our fellow comrades do. So if you're disabled, we would love to know about your experience on the website, how it was navigating, if you enjoyed it, if you wanted to flag some issues, leave us some love. The contact page, there is actually a subject, so you can contact Sulaiman and click accessibility, or you can email me directly at oddi.jessica@gmail.com for assistance, and we would love to hear more from you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Next slide, please. Oh, and here we are. So this is the final product that we came up with in Interdependence and Love. They have the dark mode and the light mode screenshots of the homepage in dark mode and in light mode, and the new website launches today at SulaimanArkhan.com. Exciting! And we would love for you to have a look and see all the work that I do and who I am as a person and the different work that I do. And so, yeah, that would be really exciting just for you to find out more about me in this refreshed, reimagined style and design identity. So, yeah, very, very exciting. Onwards. Next slide, please. So, as I said, onwards and upwards, and thank you so much, Jessica, for everything, for creating this legendary design identity for me, and excited to hear what everybody thinks. So, onwards and upwards. Thank you very much.
Woohoo! Happy birthday!
Thank you.